Hi, my name is Martin Orlando. Welcome to my hobby YouTube channel. Today I have the top 24 songs of 2014. At number 24 is Bailando by Enrique Iglesias featuring Decimir Bueno and Gente de Zona. Bailando is number 24 for 2014. Next is Justin Timberlake. Number 23, Not a Bad Thing by Justin Timberlake. Number 22, Maroon 5. The song Animals. I'm going to type in animals, maybe it'll come up quicker. It might have been from this album. There it is, Animals by Maroon 5. Number 22 for 2014. That spent 2 weeks at number 1 on my chart. At number 21 is Iggy Azalea with Charlie XCX. Song is called Fancy. There it is. Whew. Fancy by Iggy Azalea with Charlie XCX. That song spent 3 weeks at number 1 on my chart. At number 20 is by Iggy Azalea. Song called Problem. And this is with Ariana Grande. It's from her album. And this was a single, Problem, featuring Iggy Azalea. And it's from Ariana Grande. And that's number 20 for 2014. Up next is the group Coldplay. The song is A Sky Full of Stars. Now let's see if I can find this one. Nope. Just don't remember what album it came off of. There it is. It's from the album Ghost Stories by Coldplay, A Sky Full of Stars. 3 hits from this album came off of that album. And that's number 19 for 2014. Up next is the group One Republic. The song is called Love Runs Out. It's from their native album by One Republic, Love Runs Out. Up next at number 17 is Jeremiah. Oh, this is so hard to do. I'm going to maybe type in the name of the song. The name of the song was called Don't Tell 'Em. Wow, there it is. I just spelled the name wrong, that's all. Jeremiah, and he did this with YG, Young Gun. Don't Tell 'Em, Jeremiah. At number 16, Ain't It Fun by Paramore. Yeah, this is the reason why I don't do it this way, because it locks up on me. Let's try it again. The mouse is getting really old on this computer. There's the group Paramore. Ain't It Fun? Spent 1 week at number 1. The lead singer of the group is Hayley Williams, she went solo, but she's still with the group Paramore. At number 15 is Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj. Trio. And there they are. Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj with Bang Bang. This was number 15 for 2014. Up next is Passenger. And there's Passenger. with all the lights, all the little lights. That was the name of his album. This was from 2012, but it was still in the countdown and spent 1 week at number 1 in 2014. That's Passenger and Let Her Go. Up next is Maroon 5 again. And their song called Maps. This was a single to their upcoming album. Maroon 5 and Maps spent 3 weeks at number 1 in 2014. At number 2 is Katy Perry. Song Dark Horse came from Katy Perry's Prism album, and this featured Juicy J. Number 12 for 2014, that's Dark Horse by Katy Perry featuring Juicy J. At number 11, Best Day of My Life by American Authors. And they've had a couple of hits over the years. This is their song Best Day of My Life. That's the American Authors. Number 11 for 2014. Up next is the duo Nico and Vinz with Am I Wrong? Nico and Vinz, this is their only hit on my countdown. In 2014, they hit with Am I Wrong? And this spent a lot of weeks in the top 10. That's why it's in at number 10 for 2014. Up next is Tove Lo. She's a singer from Sweden. She had the hit Habits, Stay High. And I think this was from this album here. Nope. I'm going to have to type this one in too. See if any of them match. Yeah, it's this one. It's the Truth Serum. There we go. Habits Stay High. It was an EP. And that was Truth Serum is the name of the EP. And Tove Lo, she's a pop artist. She's from Sweden. And that's Habits Stay High. It was number 1 for 1 week on my countdown and spent a lot of weeks in the top 10. At number 8 is Lorde. Lorde had the hit song Team, and that was number 8 for 2014. There it is, Team. 3 hits from this album. The album was called Pure Heroine. And Team spent 4 weeks at number 1 and lands in at number 8 for 2014. At number 7, Meghan Trainor. Meghan Trainor's had a lot of hits over the years, but this was her first top 40 hit. All About That Bass, Meghan Trainor. Her first hit song. Now let's see if I can find it. There it is. It was a single. All About That Bass hit 2 weeks at number 1 on my chart and a lot of weeks in the top 10. At number 6, Taylor Swift. And the song, Shake It Off. This was from her album 1989. That album had a lot of hits on it. Shake It Off was the biggest. It spent 4 weeks at number 1 and number 6 for 2014. Up next, Sam Smith. Sam Smith had a big hit with Stay With Me, and this was his first top 40 hit. What album was it from? I think it was in this one. Yes, In the Lonely Hour is the name of the album, and had 3 hit songs from it. Stay With Me spent 5 weeks at number 1. At number 4 is the group Magic. They're a one-hit wonder on my chart. This was their only hit. It was called Rude, and it spent 5 weeks at number 1 and lands at number 4 for 2014. Number 3 is John Legend. And the song, All of Me. There it is. I say I know it if I see it. The album had these flowers on it. All of Me for John Legend spent 3 weeks at number 1 and a lot of weeks in the top 10. At number 2 is Happy by Pharrell Williams. Happy was from the soundtrack of Despicable Me 2. This song was a giant hit. 8 weeks at number 1 from the Minions movie, the second movie of the Minions. And at number 1 is the group Bastille. They had a song called Pompeii. I have this song on a video, but I also have it on one of their albums. Was it this one? Yeah, it is. It was an EP from the EP called Haunt. Bastille spent 3 weeks at #1 and 14 weeks in the top 5. That's why they landed #1 for 2014. I thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.